Do you want to sell your house for a decent price? Well, that's what I'm gonna help you do today. So there's a book that was turned into a successful movie called Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man. Well, today I want you to act like a seller and think like a buyer. Here's what I mean. There's a saying that says, if you want to know what Sam Smith buys, you got to be able to see the world through Sam Smith's eyes. Yes, you're trying to sell your house, but you got to put yourself in the shoes of that buyer that's looking at purchasing your home. The normal buyer looks at 10 homes before he or she chooses one. You want your home to beat out the other 9. And let's talk about how to do that. All right, so when it comes to selling your home, one thing you want to think about is, when's the best time to list your home so that you can get the maximum price for your home? So let's think about eBay. I used to sell on eBay, and I like using eBay because I did very well on eBay back in the day. And in my mind, eBay relates a lot to selling homes because they talk about listings and we list homes, right? So back in the day, when I read all these books on how to sell on eBay, what I found out is, if you want to get the maximum money possible for whatever item you were listing on eBay, the best day and time to do that was Sunday at 6 p.m. The reason you want Sunday at 6 p.m., according to all these books I read back in the day, is the listing will end on Sunday at 6 p.m. And what happens at Sunday at 6 p.m. when you think about it? Most people are off work. If they have a family, they're sitting back, relaxing. They probably have finished eating and they're relaxing. And if they're into eBay, they're looking at eBay and they're watching these listings end around 6 p.m. So there's a buying frenzy going on. There's a lot of people online at that time buying, and you want them bidding on your item Sunday at 6 p.m. because it's gonna close. And you'll find out, at least back in the day, that you end up with more money for that item than if you had listed it on any other day or time. So when it comes to homes, what's the best time do you think to list your home to get the most money for it? If you study it, you'll find that Redfin did a study. They found out, which was surprising, if you want to get more than the average price for your home, the best time to list your home is actually in the winter time. List your home December, January, February, maybe even March. Yes, during the colder seasons, a lot of people may be in their homes too scared to go out, but the serious buyers, they out there looking for homes and they buying them. And it's a buying frenzy and they're paying more than what they would normally pay to purchase a home in the winter time. So if you're trying to sell your home in the summer because everybody's out and kids out of school and it doesn't work out for you, don't worry about it. Maybe take your house off the market because it looks better anyway. If you take your house off the market, if it hasn't been selling for a long time, you put it back on. Try to list your home in the winter time. You might find yourself getting more than what you thought you were gonna get for your house if you list it in the winter time. So, here's a couple numbers to keep in mind. 70%, 11%, 15%. If you total those up, it comes to about 96%. So, depending on the statistics you're looking at, 70% of buyers have equity that's frozen up. They can't touch it. 11% of buyers, they're looking at homes that they can't even afford. 15% of buyers prefer to rent and they're gonna end up renting. So you're left with 90% of buyers that are looking at your home, they're not gonna do anything. You're left with the 4% of buyers that are ready to buy, willing to buy, able to buy your home, meaning they're pre-qualified. They got the money to make a deal with you. Those are the people, and that's why you want to make sure your home beats out all the other homes, because you're talking about 4% of the market that can actually make something happen. Oh, wait, one more thing. a story my mom told me. She had a friend that would call up agents to look at homes. They were not looking at homes to purchase the home. They were looking at homes to get ideas on how to decorate their house. So essentially, they were wasting the real estate agent's time and wasting the homeowner's time because they had no intention on purchasing a home. They just want to get an idea how to take back to their home to decorate their own home. Another tip, before you sell your house, make sure you got somewhere to stay. I was showing homes to a couple, husband and wife. Me and the husband hit it off like two high school guys who hadn't seen each other in years. We were cracking jokes back and forth. We had a ball. I mean, laughing. I noticed the wife wasn't laughing. About the third house that we went to, it didn't work out for them. The wife turned and looked at me and said, "Y'all over here joking. This fool don't sold our house. We ain't got nowhere to stay." You don't want to be in that position with your wife. So make sure before you sell your house that you got somewhere to stay, or at the bare minimum, put in a contingency when you sell your house that you got to find somewhere to stay before the deal is finally closed. Hope that helps. Stay cool.